You know, sometimes you just have to gas yourself up because will play in your face. Will play in your face and you have to remind them who the you are. Anyways, that's not even what the video is about. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Precious and I'm here back with another video. By the title of this video, you pretty much already know what the video is about. I'm just showing you guys my go-to makeup look for when I go out. And I don't mean just regular outing, I mean like outside. I mean like life of the party, okay? This is my go-to makeup look. I like to keep it pretty much neutral, beat, soft, flash photography ready. If you want to see how I achieve this look, just keep on watching. My eye is twitching. I hope the camera is not catching it. But anyways, so let's get into some makeup. But first, let me go ahead and clip my hair back. So going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills. And you guys, I've used this, not this exact pomade, but I used this pomade for the past 8 years. Like I've never tried anything else for my brows. Okay, so I like to fill in my eyebrows and then outline them. By the looks of it, I'm going to be having a really good eyebrow day. I can already tell it. I feel it in my spirit. Right now my eyebrows are kind of filled in. Now I'm just gonna go in with my concealer. Usually I like using a lighter concealer and I mix it with my foundation to get the perfect shade. And I'm just going in with my Juvia's Place and my Haus Labs foundation. So now I'm just gonna mix them together. And I used the littlest amount of the foundation. Let me say that because this is how the shade looks. So right now I'm just concealing my eyebrows. You can't tell me this is not 2016 coded. Like you really can't. I can never get with any other eyebrow trend, especially the soapy eyebrows. I tried them one time and I looked fucking crazy. So I just been doing my eyebrows like this for the longest time. Sometimes I like them straight, but I remember one time I wore my eyebrows really straight. I'm not gonna lie. I look like a drag queen. Oh! I see the picture of me, I say, yeah, let me calm down on how straight I like my eyebrows. Now I'm just buffing out the concealer. First, I like to use this dense brush to buff it out, and then I like to go in with my beauty sponge. Okay, so I got my beauty sponge, it's damp, and I'm just gonna go over the concealer to really just blend it in. This is what I'm gonna do for my eyebrows just for right now. I still have to fill in the front, but I usually like to wait to the end. Now we're going in to primer. This primer is from e.l.f. This is literally the best primer ever. For a drugstore at least. Like this is the best primer for drugstore. I let my primer sit for a little bit, like 30 seconds to a minute. And now I'm going in with my foundation. My foundation, of course, is from Haus Labs. I actually need to buy another one because I'm running low, but I'm trying to wait until my discount hits at Sephora. Honestly, I do go pretty heavy on my foundation just because I really like a full coverage look. As you can see, I have blemishes on my face and I don't color correct. I feel like every time I color correct, you can kind of see the color of the corrector bleeding through my foundation. So I don't color correct, I just put on more foundation. To me, it makes sense. To other people, probably not so much, but that's okay. I'm aware that the foundation is a little bit darker than my skin. For some reason, the camera is picking it up as a little bit orangey. This foundation, the undertone is actually neutral. The foundation oxidizes, especially when I go in with my concealer, everything just blends together seamlessly. My hands and chest are lighter than my face, so I try to balance that out with my concealer. I'm over here trying to cover up this pimple too because enemy of progression. I swear it came this afternoon and wasn't here when I woke up this morning. Now that that is blended out to where I like it, I'm going in with my bronzer. It's from Fenty Beauty. Y'all look at it. Because again, I'm waiting for my discount to kick in at the Sephora sale so I can buy some more. So I just go in with a brush. Honestly, I think I might keep the brush technique. Instead of using it from the container itself, I don't know, I just like it better around my forehead. Now going down the bridge of my nose. And then I like to connect it and bring it in the crease of my eyelid. This is something I started doing a couple years ago and I just never stopped. I like the results that it gives me. It gives me a more, a little more snatchness. Okay, now it's time to blend everything out. First, I like to blend out my cheeks. So I'm going in with another brush from Morphe and I like to blend upward. Sometimes I blend my bronzer into my frontal so it won't have that halo look because you know when the frontal lace is too light and then it has that halo look, I don't like it. And then especially especially, God forbid, it's flash photography. Goodness gracious, the whole thing will be lit up. Your whole frontal will be lit up. Like, no, I can't have it. Before I blend out my nose, let me go ahead and go in with my concealer and curve out my cheeks. I want it to be more structured. Now going in with another mini buffer brush to blend out my nose and my eyelid. And before this concealer really starts to set in, I'm just gonna go in and blend it out. Now let's get into some blush. And I'm a blush girl down, so I like to go overboard on my blush. So this is a little ghetto. My brush broke, but I don't feel like buying a new one. The brush still works. Look at that, gorgeous. And sometimes I just like to blend it into my eyelid. I don't like when it gets too far past my cheek, so I just go in with a beauty sponge and just blend that out. I'm just gonna put some on my nose. I've been seeing girls put blush on their forehead too. I love me some blush, but I don't think I'll put it on my forehead. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to do. It just looks like a streak of blush on their forehead. Nonetheless, you do what works for you, Pookie. I go in with two separate concealers. This is from Juvia's Place. This is the darker one. Even though it's a light concealer, this is the darker one. And then I go in with my Sephora concealer that's even lighter. I like to take it at an angle to really have a lifted look above my lip, chin, nose, and forehead. Oh, freakaroo, forgot my eyelid. There we go. And then this is the Sephora concealer I'm talking about. And I'm just gonna take my beauty sponge and then I'm gonna blend it out. I like to tap some product off before I go blend out the other side, just so it won't be too much product. That's why I do that. And my nose, look at that. Looking like a nose job. Now that I brought that up, have y'all seen the lady on TikTok that's doing nose jobs, but having her patients look like characters from Whoville? The nose will be like perfectly fine before, AKA their natural nose. And then she'll be playing with it like this, and then it will change to the next clip, and their nose is literally pointed to the sky. Their nose is literally reaching Jesus. I feel like when it comes to plastic surgery, doctors shouldn't have a style. They should just do what the patients want. Like, you shouldn't have a signature style. Literally, her nose jobs are one size fits all. She does the same nose to everybody, all ethnicities. It's insane to me. Now I'm going in with my lighter concealer, but I'm only gonna keep it under my eyes, and I'm just gonna put a little bit. Before I go in to set my face, I blend out all the creases to the best of my ability. This is another thing I need to re-up on too. My setting powder from Huda Beauty. I done ran out of it too. Isn't that the worst though? When you run out of your makeup products at one fucking time. Like, this shit ain't cheap. Like, I'm calculating now. I'm just like, Huda Beauty is like $35, maybe $38 at this point. Haus Labs is like $45, $46. Fenty is like, the stick is like $35. And then I'm also running out of the powder bronzer as well. That's like another $35. Running out of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. That's like another, hey God. Oh my God. Running out of my makeup products all at one time is the worst. Let's continue on with the makeup. Now I'm going in with my setting powder to set my face. Usually with this part, I go in with my beauty sponge. Like, I would tap my beauty sponge into my powder. But now I kind of want to use my powder puff, because first, I've been seeing a lot of the girlies do it and I like the results of it. And also, I tried it for the first time yesterday and I was like, oh, this ain't too bad. We're just gonna do it again today, just so I can make sure I do like this technique better than the other one. And honestly, I probably will still go over it with my beauty sponge just to make sure everything is blended. I'm low-key against baking because I feel like that's what gives you flashbacks. So I don't bake. I just blend it out until the powder disappears. Now I'm just going in with my beauty sponge to set the rest of my face. In order to look Photoshop, you really have to pack on that powder. But there's a way you do it so you won't look crazy in person. And the way you're supposed to do it is the way I'm doing it now. There we go. The way you're supposed to do it is the way I'm doing it now. Looking very matte, looking very oil-free. Now I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury. I finally caved it and bought a new Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. For the longest, I didn't want to pay that $40-something. I think it's like $48, maybe $46. $46 to $48. Whatever 40 anything, I wasn't trying to pay it. So what I did was listen to this girl math. I know Sephora sells their pressed powders and I've heard great things about their pressed powders. So I decided to use it. But when I was using it under my eye, it was giving like this sheer look, but I was looking for a mattifying look. And Sephora's pressed powder is like $20 compared to like 40 something. So I was just like, okay, maybe it will work the same. A newsflash, it didn't. So what I did was I returned the Sephora pressed powder and I picked this bad boy up, and all I had to do was pay $28 more. Technically, if you ask me, I paid $28. Girl math. I feel like girl math was the greatest thing ever created because it just makes so much sense to me. Like, yeah, I really saved money if you ask me. Okay, now I'm just gonna put this under my eye just to brighten my under eye even more. Yeah, I love a bright under eye, but I promise you it doesn't look crazy in person. And honestly, it doesn't look that bright. It doesn't even look that bright in camera. Like, of course you can see the brightness, but it's not like them UK girlies. So UK girlies, their shits be bright, but I still like it, but I don't think I can ever pull off that look. But they be fucking it up in a good way. Now I just like to go in with a brush and some powder just to like really blend everything out. Usually during this part, I like to go in with my Morphe Continue setting spray, but I think I'm just gonna save that to the very end. So now I'm going in with my face powder to set my face. And I just put this powder everywhere I did not highlight. Next, going in with my bronzer. The bronzer I barely have left. I'm just gonna bronze up my face. The base is basing. Okay, what should we do next? Maybe I should fix my eyebrows. I'm almost done with my makeup look. Like I said before, this is my go-to makeup look when I want to go out. The best feeling is when your makeup turns out better than you expected it to turn out, because I'm not even done yet and I already ate this look up. For me, everything is about precision when it comes to my eyebrows. I want my eyebrows to look like it has sense. So now I like to go in with my e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel to set my brows in place. I just go in ever so lightly, just a little bit of product, and then I just brush it on my brows. And then in the front, I just brush it upwards. I'm just gonna let my brows dry down for a little bit, and then I'm gonna set it with powder. Before we do all of that, let's go back in with my bronzer. I'm not gonna do too much with my eyes. I just want to bronze up my crease a little bit, just so it can have some definition. And to deepen up my crease just a little bit more, I'm going in with some dark brown eyeshadow. I usually go in with a liquid eyeliner. Should I do a smoky eyeliner instead with some eyeshadow? I feel like that would be cute. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line my eyelids and then I'm gonna smoke them out. I'm just using an old Morphe angle brush. My battery is about to die. The other battery isn't charged yet, and honestly I'm not sure why, because I've been charging it for the past almost 3 hours. If my battery dies, I'll just come back on camera like nothing happened, okay? Before the camera dies, I'm just smoking out my wing liner, and I'm gonna put some blush on, and then I'm gonna come back and do my lips. And when you smoke it out, you want to take your time with this because you could easily mess up. So right now I'm just taking a clean brush just to smoke it out even more with no product on it. I'm going to line my bottom lash line with black eyeshadow. I'm just going to keep it in the waterline. I'm not going to bring it down or smoke it out. Let's talk about the blush because we have to go in with some blush. This palette is older than some of y'all's first child. This palette is never ending. Before I go in with mascara, I'm going to set the powders on my face. This is the first setting spray, and this is just to bring everything together, to melt the powders together. After I let my continuous setting spray dry down, I go in with some more blush, and it's really just a blush that's on the brush already. Just go in again, because if you don't know, blush is the first thing to leave your face after you finish your makeup. And me, I need blush throughout the whole day, night, evening, whatever, wherever I need my blush. One of the reasons I like to tight line my eyes with black, and it's usually always black, is because I have brown eyes and it makes my eyes pop a little bit more. Okay, so I seen this post on Twitter, right, of this girl talking about Meg Thee Stallion for making one of her pimples into a beauty mark. Like, she was talking shit about her. I just love what this girl said. I had to retweet it. This girl retweeted with a quote saying, "We could tell you're not a real bad bitch. Everyone knows that's the cheat code." Exactly. This girl's over here exposing herself. We can tell. Anytime you have a pimple and you're wearing makeup, you should make it into a beauty mark. Okay, going in with my setting spray. I use the Morphe Continuous setting spray to make sure the powder blends well together. I use this setting spray to set my face, and then I use this setting spray to seal it so my face won't move. But honestly, I'm still testing this one out. I just got it like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I lied, I got it last week. I don't know why I said 2 or 3 days. But I've only used it twice, and this is my 3rd time using it. I'm still debating if I like it. So let me set my face. Ooh, why my lips burn? Now I'm going in with the Super Hold Misting Spray from Revolution. I still don't know how I feel about this spray. And the cap is hard to take off. OMG. Okay. So the lashes I'm going in with is from the beauty supply store. It's called Miss 3D Volume Lash by Laboom. It's in the style M317. And I think that's what I don't like about the spray. It just makes me look extra textury. Like I look so textured. I was looking like a doll before. Now you see the textures and stuff in my face. Jump scare, but what was I saying before? Back to my lashes. They're a little big to me, even though these are the lashes I usually use, but I feel like the older I'm getting, the smaller I want my lashes. Because there was a point in time I was wearing those 25 mm's. Now it's time for the lips. So on the lips today, of course, we're going to be doing a nude gloss. I like to go in with this NYX lip liner. It's in the shade Rebel Kind, and this is from their Line Loud collection. This is the best drugstore lip liner ever. And then I like to go in with my gloss from Sephora. This is in the shade O2. But before I do my lips, I have to put my lashes on. It looks like the glue is already dry. Okay, so now let's get back doing some lips. So going in with my lip liner from NYX. This is why I like this lip liner so much. Look at how it just glides on. Very pigmented. With this lip liner, make sure when you're not using it, you put the cap on because it will dry out. And now I'm going in with my lip gloss. This is from Sephora in the shade O2. Just to make my gloss a little bit lighter, I'm going in with NYX. Like, come on, I have to layer my lip glosses. And this is in the shade Fortune Cookie. Go back in with my lip liner one more time. You know the real finishing touches is always the accessories. Let me put my earrings on, my bracelets on. Now that I finally have myself together, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button because more videos are coming soon. Okay, bye. Oh, I shouldn't be flicking y'all off. Okay, bye guys.